With these crypto charts looking incredibly uncertain right now, and the knowledge in the back of my mind that at any moment Donald Trump could say something that dumps my portfolio a further 20 or 30%, I know that you're feeling incredibly reluctant to buy into this dip, even though some of the best opportunities come from buying into these dips. But what if I was to tell you that there is a way that you can still sit on the sidelines and wait to be able to confirm that this correction is over before you start buying into altcoins? You have to buy into specific altcoins that will react later to the moves in the markets. And in this video, I'm going to show you what those altcoins are so that you can sit on the sidelines comfortably chilling out and waiting for the right time to enter back into these markets. So if that sounds good, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get into today's video. Now, first things first, if you've been buying into this dip over the last few days, I genuinely believe that that is going to be the best entry that you're going to get on the majority of altcoins, particularly the larger cap altcoins and others. And I believe this because I've seen this time and time again. Back at the end of 2022, I made this video on Solana saying that it was the greatest opportunity in crypto with Solana at $9.91. And yet in the comments, people were like, hopefully you'll be face to face with someone who followed your advice and wants to get even. And other people being like, no, wait, I don't want Sam Bankman-Fried or SBF to dump his Solana on me. Everyone was expecting that Solana was going to go down to $3, to $4. It had actually been down to $6, and we got in at $9 just after that. But since then, Solana's done 30x. So whether you get in at $6 or $9 doesn't make a huge amount of difference. And some of the best opportunities always come from looking in the direction that no one else is, which means when you're receiving more hate, more worry, more fear in the comments, I know that it's actually moving in towards the better decision. For example, back in September, I made this video saying that I was selling all my Solana to buy SUI. And that's when SUI was sitting around $1.01. Since then, SUI went up 540%. Currently, it's pulled back a bit, but we're still around 3x up from that point. At that time, people were saying this is either clickbait or insanity. Do not listen to these scamfluencers shilling a SUI after it's already pumped 200%. Solana, at that point, had already pumped about 17 or 18x. People were just trying to defend Solana that had been going up to try and tell me that it was wrong to be buying the other altcoin. And I'm not just telling you this to try and tell you what a legend I am, even though I'm pretty good. But actually, I'm telling you this so that you can understand that when you're fearful, when you're worried, when something doesn't seem like the right move, it often is. But I get it. You're newer to crypto. You're still feeling the pain. You entered late in December, whatever, and now you're still concerned whether or not it can go lower. And guess what? It can go a little bit lower, but there is still a way for you to be able to benefit from the massive upside that's going to come in the coming weeks and months after this correction is fully over. And you can still sit on the sidelines and potentially catch some of those major moves. Not all of them, because if you were buying the dips on XRP, SUI, Ethereum, whatever, over the last few days, you're probably significantly better off than those people who are sat on the sidelines right now, but you can still do okay. And it is simply by understanding this. The crypto market is not all the same. Not every different altcoin or Bitcoin moves at the same point. And that's because each of them relies on a different kind of level of confidence in the market. Let me explain. Bitcoin is the biggest asset in the asset class of crypto. Crypto is the riskiest asset class when you look outside of crypto into stocks, bonds, etc. When the market outside of crypto is uncertain, the stock market, the bonds market, etc., guess what? Crypto is incredibly uncertain. People don't want to bet in the riskier end of town. But as the market conditions improve and you get a new government who's going to be good for the US economy and all these other things, quantitative easing coming in, then we move into the riskier asset classes where people want to start making more money from the money they've been making in stocks over the years. This is when crypto starts to pump. But at first, the first biggest, least risky asset of crypto, which is Bitcoin, rallies aggressively. You can see it's been up since the 15k lows of the end of 2022 to now being sat just under 100k today. And at various different points where it's been rallying, you will see the rest of the market starting to adjust and become exciting as well. So Bitcoin leads the charge. In every single rally, Bitcoin will always be the one that breaks first. Then what do we see? We see the other larger cap coins around it starting to explode. Solana, XRP, Cardano, HBAR. These coins absolutely erupted. Good word. Back in November, after Donald Trump won the election. We saw Bitcoin surge towards the upside. We saw like XRP going absolutely bananas. A lot of the other larger cap coins. So why did they all go bananas first? Well, they're bigger assets. They don't require so much confidence to be pumping in the market. Confidence from people like you and me. because these are coming from institutional investors, institutions who don't really care about whether they got confidence or not, because they can move the markets when they wish, and they understand to be buying into the fear and to be then selling into the greed. These bigger altcoins will always rally far more aggressively first, which means what? It means if you've been sat on the sidelines and all of a sudden tomorrow Bitcoin pumps back up to 105, 106k, which is more than possible, not guaranteed, but more than possible, it's going to send XRP, Cardano, Sui, these altcoins probably back above all-time highs. And they're going to continue rallying on. Guess what? At that point, you have to understand that you're not going to get into those coins, because that is what you're sacrificing. You're sacrificing that opportunity to be sat comfortably on the sidelines right now. You can sit comfortably on the sidelines. It means that you don't gain the biggest degen rewards, but at the same time, you can sit in the comfort knowing that you can still make some money. So where can you make your money if you can't buy the big market cap coins? Because I told you can't. Even though, guess what? XRP is going to be up like 50% at some point, and you're probably going to go and buy into that, and then the next day XRP is down 20% or whatever. You get the picture. If you keep buying the tops, you end up getting wrecked. This is what happened in December. This is why now many people are in pain right now, because they bought into a confident market rather than buying into a fearful market. But that's okay. We're learning. But anyway, if we know that Bitcoin pumps first in the path to altcoin season, and guess what? We do have various little altcoin seasons, and we have had them along the way. If you were back in March of 2024, we did have a pretty pumpy little altcoin season where AI coins rallied pretty hard and real world assets pumped really hard, only to have an 8-month-long kind of downside boring stuff like we're seeing now with Bitcoin. This one won't last 8 months, I guarantee it. And then at the end of the year, we saw like altcoins rallying again. We know that the smaller cap coins are bought by people like you and me. They're not bought by the big institutional money, which means the least confident people in the market are the retail investors, which are us. We take a bit of time to get our confidence back, which means those smaller cap coins won't rally until the rest of the market could well be showing full signs of recovery. So what does that tell you? It means that you must not ape in late to Sui, ICP, XRP, Cardano, whatever it is. Okay, if you weren't willing to buy the dips, that's fine, but you can't now buy into those once they start to rally, because they will. And when they start to rally, if you end up buying into them, you're going to get really crappy prices, but you can still buy other cheap coins. And let me show you the proof of this. Okay, this is Sui, just as an example, a large market cap coin. You can see it's been one of the top performers since the summer of last year. You can see that around the 3rd of November, 5th of November even, Sui suddenly starts rallying and it goes up from this low. Okay, lots of people around this low were like, oh, I'm not going to buy into crypto, I want to get out. Okay, it goes up in basically a week or so. It goes up 126%. But crucially, in the first 2 or 3 days, it goes up 36%. Many coins did recover quite nicely from their dip. If they go up another 30, 50%, you're probably going to start aping into those coins, only to then see them roll over the next day or something like that. Who knows? Okay. Anyway, so big market cap coin rallies around the 5th of November. Guess what? Let's look at other Cardano. 5th of November. Cardano from the 5th of November, big market cap coin, lots of confidence. Big market cap coin doesn't require the confidence, is being bought up by big institutional money. How do I know it's big institutional money? Because retail investors weren't really buying in any kind of volume like that. 105% for a coin with a market cap of like tens of billions of dollars, it went up and doubled in value. That's not retailers who are needing to wait for confidence in the market, okay? So the 5th of November is our key date. Well, let me show you some small cap coins in that same period of time and what they did. This is Metacade, a gaming project, okay? 2nd of November, 3rd of November, 4th, 5th of November, it doesn't move at all. It comes up, and in fact, it comes back down. From the 5th of November, Metacade goes up 28%. It actually then comes down around 10%. So if you bought this coin on the 5th of November, when everyone was looking at Sui and XRP, where they're now at break even, you could have then been in a coin, like Metacade, that in literally to the 6th of December, at 1 month, it went up nearly 7.5x. 7.5x in a coin that no one was paying attention to. This is the only way that you can make money if you are sat on the sidelines right now. Because these coins, these smaller cap coins, will start to rally once more. Okay? They just require a few more days, a few more weeks maybe sometimes, of confidence to return to the market. And here's another quick message for you. If you are holding large cap altcoins, or you're holding a lot of smaller cap altcoins that are heavily in the red right now, I understand and I feel for you. Those smaller cap altcoins are in the red and they're probably going to feel pretty painful, and you're probably buying them up here because typically people buy at the top of these big green candles, and then they get these pullbacks. Guess what? If Metacade is a coin that you're holding and you're sat down here and suddenly XRP, SUI, Cardano go up 20 or 30%, do not panic sell these coins and just go and ape into those, because once those coins go up 30 or 40%, they haven't really got much more than like a 2x in them, maybe a 3x if you're lucky. And that's for SUI, not for XRP, Cardano. I think they are going to do a 2x, maybe no more. But Metacade, with like a $20 million market cap, will suddenly, all of a sudden, once that confidence returns, do this, okay? It goes up very aggressively, and it will do from this area down here. Look at it. From the last time it was in this area, it rallied in 4 days, pretty much, 293%. But remember, which are the smaller cap coins that I want to be buying into? Well, they have to be looking something like this, okay? Anything that was rallying really nicely at the end of that period of time is showing that it has the opportunity to do it again, okay? It came down really hard. I understand, and that's because a lot of retail investors thought this sounded really good, and it does sound really good. It's a great project, only to see it pull down aggressively like this. But guess what? Those same people who fell in love with it before and heard about this coin before will all start to ape in again. Therefore, once we see the wider market starting to pump, this is where I would be loading up my bags rather than aping into those late. And it's crucial that you are choosing the coins that showed very good activity. Look, this is TARS AI, okay? A very interesting project backed by the Solana protocol. Okay, back on the 20th of November, it started to spike. On the 5th of November, it rallied a little bit, and it kind of went sideways for a little bit. Okay, it didn't capture that attention. During that same period of time, XRP went up massively. So did SUI, so did Cardano, whatever else, Bitcoin even. TARS AI just kind of messing around. And then all of a sudden, from this period of time to the top, it goes up 300%. That's 4x. From the 18th of November to like the second week of December. And then guess what? Because it's retail driven, when the retail have the confidence, the retail investors who are buying these coins, they all panic sell because everyone's panicking. And then this coin comes down 65%. It's currently down 53%, showing a little bit of intent to buy. So understand, make sure they're good projects, first of all. Make sure that they're in one of the key narrative areas. Okay, so TARS AI, for example, is an AI infrastructure. AI is a very key area to watch out for in this bull market. Also, real world assets, gaming, and if you want, go into DeFi. But these are the main ones in my portfolio right now. If I suddenly see big spikes to the upside in SUI and whatever else, I will be heavily taking profits to put into coins like TARS AI, since they'll be undervalued in the first sort of few days before the confidence returns to the market. So make sure it's a solid project. TARS AI is the AI architecture for Solana. So basically anyone wanting to build on Solana and wants to implement AI tools using an AI SDK, they can use TARS AI. TARS AI has also just been listed on Revolut, which is great because it means retail investors can have access to it. So if you're looking at smaller cap coins, make sure they're available on decent exchanges, big exchanges like MEXC, like Revolut, Coinbase, Binance, if they can be. But actually, if you go down the list to smaller cap coins, they're not going to be ever listed on Binance or Coinbase. Are always going to be listed on either WEEX, which I've got a link for down below, or on Bitunix. Both of these exchanges right now are non-KYC, and both of them offer hundreds of different smaller cap altcoins. If you want to be able to go and buy into smaller cap altcoins when the market is giving you more confidence, then make sure you sign up for both of these down below, because between these two, you're going to have pretty much access to all of the smaller cap coins that you need to have access to. Not only that, if you sign up for WEEX right now, you can also win an iPhone, win an iPad, and so many other things, and also you can qualify for bonuses through Bitunix. Use these links down below if you want to qualify for those. So I've got my eye on TARS protocol. Okay, so right now, back to just those previous highs in the time that it was building confidence, 120%, okay? The easiest kind of moves. Now, what you're probably doing right now is you're looking at like Solana and Bitcoin and thinking, wouldn't it have been nice to buy Bitcoin back at like 2012, 2013? It would have been, but you would have still needed the same balls to be able to go and buy those coins that you need to buy into coins and things now, in my opinion, okay? Yes, there could be more downside tomorrow. So sit on the sidelines if you wish. I do think that actually being exposed to the market is probably better because it's so much easier to see those early gains in SUIs, whatever. And then when you see those gains, you can take the money out and put it into kind of smaller cap coins like this. What else would I look at? Guys, My Lovely Coin. Okay, I talked about this project back in December time. Look, 5th of November is when? 5th of November, sometime around here, 4th of November. 5th of November, it actually dumps down to around 7 cents, only to then come back up 100% before the 4th of December. It then goes up 12 or 13x. My Lovely Planet is a very obvious pick, okay? these projects that have actually been working on stuff, while the recent markets have been a little unsteady, this is where I would be looking into. Look at the excitement that these projects kind of got going in them when retail were excited. Suddenly retail panics, everything comes down. Any project that has seen this kind of level of excitement that's then pulled back to like the 50% zone, and you can see from this kind of low here, 50% zones around here, okay, 60%, then actually you've still got a fantastic opportunity, okay? This is where I would be looking, should I be sat on the sides right now. But remember, because many people will make mistakes and they'll write the comments down below and it drives me crazy. But let me just confirm a few things, because I can already imagine the comments right now. I'm not telling you to go and buy a load of shit coins, okay? Because XRP is the best coin or ever, or SUI or whatever. Those coins are already significantly up. They've been bought up aggressively from the other day. They were bought up like 60% from that recent dip. Okay, you're not going to get the best prices on those anymore. You've missed it, okay? So if you missed out on those, then you can sit on the sidelines and wait, okay? Because if there is another dip, the small coins will take a bit of a hit, as they always do. But guess what? When there is confidence returning to the market, you can see it happen in XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, SUI. And when that confidence is returned and you feel confident enough, then the only coins that you should then be buying into isn't the ones that are up 30 or 40%, because you'll be looking at SUI on CoinMarketCap and being like, oh, I should buy that. And that's the same thing that got you in the same problem that you're in right now. Instead, buy the smaller coins that will take a few more days to react, that you know will react. Okay, this is Bricken. Look at Bricken. Back last March, when real world assets were absolutely ripping, Bricken went absolutely bonkers. Okay, when the confidence returns to the market, small cap coins can go absolutely crazy. Okay, and the good news is you can actually just wait to get into them after the large caps have been kind of doing stuff. Okay, now you might see some of these kind of going up a little bit in the next few days. Who knows? Okay, so just wait and see. Everything is all right. I genuinely don't believe that we're going to see a bigger dip. I just think it's worth pointing that out. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching through to this point. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the dislike button and, you know, do whatever. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.